Okay. In this next edition of me learning Angular, I'm gonna start going through the Tour of Heroes tutorial, and we'll spend an hour on it like I usually do. So here we go. Fundamentals of Angular, and shows you how to set up a local Angular development environment, use Angular CLI to develop an application, blah blah blah, use directives to show and hide. Oh, okay, that's gonna be good. Create components, I already know how to do that from the first tutorial. Use one-way data bindings, format data with pipes, create a service, use routing. Awesome. Okay, here's all of the details. An overview of the application. All right, that's fine. All right. Let's get started with our first copy paste. The only reason I'm copy pasting is because I already understand basically what's going on. Yes. And I want to use SCSS. Okay. Cool. So now I don't want to do -- open because I have my own preferences on how that works. So we're going to go ahead and all right, awesome. We're running at localhost 4200. As I expected. Cool. Now and then oh wait, that's there we go. I was holding down the wrong key. I was trying to use my window manager to move a window around and was holding the wrong key. So that's fine. And now it's fixed. app.component.ts, component class code written in TypeScript, component HTML written in HTML, CSS. All right. Let's do this. Excuse me. All right. Let's change the title as it suggests. And then let's add the proper HTML. Oh boy. Right. My LSP is silly. Okay, I think what we're going to do here is just delete everything. Like that. And it renders as we expect. Good. Copy that again because I understand it. There we go. Add the style sheet. Hey, now we have CSS for it. Awesome. Cool. App.component. Yep. That makes sense. Cool. The hero editor. Okay. We now have a heroes.component.ts. I did that silly. Let's try this again. No. That's better. Okay. Now, heroes.component.ts matches what is expected in the application. Cool. Component is a decorator function. Yes, that make decorators are just a function that returns either a class or another function, and that is applied via function composition. See TypeScript's decorators. There's a decorator. And there's the source for my understanding of function of them being applied via function composition. If you want to decorate a class, you can return a class. Like, where'd it go? There's a way to decorate a class. It's around here somewhere. That right there. So that's how you decorate a class. Cool. Okay, decorators are fun. We like decorators. Add a hero property. And then add that to the HTML. Right, okay. Modules.ts. All right, fine. Right. What is going on here? That's what's going on here. Okay. Oh, this is from another project. Let's do something else. Let's clear that out really fast. Remax is an alias that restarts Emacs. Sure, we'll update packages. That's going to take a minute. While we're at it, what's going on over here? Okay, it tells us how to show the heroes component, and then we're gonna create an interface that defines the type for a hero, giving it an ID and a name, and then we're going to show the hero object and use pipes. Okay. Okay. Other pipes. Okay, let's... Well, okay, Emacs is done updating. Okay. Decorator... Okay. So a pipe implements this interface. So creates a function called transform that takes a value of type any and arguments, and then return, which is an array of any, and then returns any. So async pipe. Oh, that's useful. Interesting. Okay. Pipes are cool. I like pipes. Let's restart this whole situation. There we go. Now, back to where we were. Fixing the compile error in app.modules.ts. Now we only have one project running. No, I don't care. Let's remove the misspelled component and the import. Now we're building successfully. There. Cool. Now let's check and make sure we have heroes.component.html updated. We do. Now we need to display the heroes component in the application. So there we go. We have the application rendering correctly. It does. So there's that. Now let's create the hero interface. All right. I need to fix my LSP, but I don't care to do that right now. Cool, we can just do that. That's fine. return to the heroes component and initialize a new hero. So, oops. Cool. And then also we need to update this to define here. Let's also jump over here so that we have now we have all of the necessary output from our compiler, as well as a place to run any necessary code, any necessary commands. So let's redefine our hero to be a of type hero equal to like that. And of course it says object because we're not destructuring the object, which is fine because that's what we're about to do. Hero dot name, like that. So let's make it match the code on the tutorial. And then implement the pipe as they suggest. Okay, so use pipes to transform strings. Pipes are simple functions that use template use in template expressions to accept a value and return a transformed value. Pipes are useful because you can use them throughout your application while only declaring it once. Okay. Do they have a... Okay. So oh, that's not the date pipe implementation. Apply the pipe decorator to a class. Okay. Style guide, it doesn't really matter that much. You include your pipe decorations in the field of ng model metadata for it to be available in app.module.ts. Yeah, that makes sense. Ng generate pipes. Good to know. Here's an example pipe. Cool. Awesome. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Again, it's function. It's all function application just wrapped in fancy syntax. So we can do that. Now that we understand it, we can move on. Users should be able to edit the hero's name with an input box. Text box should display the hero's name and update the property as the user types. This means data flow must be two-way data binding. Okay. So, two-way data bindings. Time for fun stuff. We're going to update the heroes.component.html with a div like this. And okay, ng model hero. Interesting. Why is that? Okay. Missing forms. Input the forms module. So app.module.ts. Don't care about the comment. And because I'm particular, let's sort these. Those are already sorted, and again, because I'm particular, let's re-indent stuff. So now we should have Windstorm ASDF, and it updates correctly. Awesome. Two-way data bindings. Easy. That makes sense because this is one of these is input, one of those is output, and I don't exactly like the way they do it, but I think it's there's no there we go. Data bindings. Interpolation. Okay. Okay. So we're creating a property and an event at the same time. So, okay, cool. That makes sense. That's the same as Vue.js vmodel, which has some handy shortcuts like :value. Actually, vmodel is a shortcut for :value equals, and then so this does the same thing as that. Fun. All right. So we have that. Now it works. Every component must declare one ng module. You didn't... Okay. Yeah, we already understand it. We already see that here, so that's the way it's supposed to be. Display a list. We did this last time. So let's create a mock heroes. Cool. Now we have a mock for our heroes. And then in our heroes component, we're going to import that. Like that. So now it's yelling at me because... Oh, right. It's yelling at me because I didn't yes that. I didn't pluralize that. Okay. Compilers are nice. They tell you when you've done something stupid. Heroes, okay. Now, it's yelling at me because we're not actually using the correct things. So we're going to modify our template. Like that, and it's still we still need the inputs, so we already have I think we're gonna do that. We'll see what the final code says. What the final example is, because this is this. Below this comment, it's broken. So, yeah, we'll find out. Oh wait, I did that wrong. I have duplicated code here. So let's do this. Put the correct thing in there. Now, ng4. That's just a way of looping over things, so it makes intuitive sense once you understand loops. We can't see the results because that. Okay. Cool. Now they're all buttons and they do nothing. That's fine. So this creates a hero variable out of the hero's object, and then does the same data bindings here. So notes on accessibility, why we should use the button element. Okay. We're going to add CSS now, I think. Okay, this talks about using private styles per component. We like that. Okay. Now we're going to add a click event. We'll get the style sheet later. We're going to add a click event to the button. So okay. So parentheses tells Angular to listen to the click event. When the user clicks the button, it executes the on select. Now we need to define the handler for on select in the heroes component. So no, actually that's going to take the whole hero. So let's do this. All right. We have an event listener. Let's actually make it do what it's supposed to do. Awesome. All right. Now let's replace this comment with the correct code. Yeah. That makes sense. So if I were to click that, it works like that. Awesome. Now we can add the... Oh. I like this. Class bindings. Vue doesn't have that nice of a syntax for updating CSS classes. So that's a fun little addition. So now we can see oh, I styled the wrong thing. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. There. Now, if we do, okay, why is it not? Do we just not have the CSS? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, that's what's going on here. Cool. Yeah, now that we have the CSS, it actually does what it's supposed to do. Awesome. If we click that again, no, it doesn't untoggle. Okay. Let's take that as an exercise for the reader. So if let's see if that does it. Right, I need to add a this. Oh, null, right, null and undefined are different. And I'm an idiot and didn't use the correct equals. There. Now if we click that again, why did that not do what it was supposed to do? Okay. So okay. Now here's the interesting one. What's going on here? Selected hero, hero. Okay. Oh. That's what's going on, I think. I'm actually... I need to put this in an else. I'm so used to... What did I do that for? there. Now, if we run this, yep, okay, cool. Now we can unselect our heroes. That might have been something for the next step, but we'll just create it. We'll just use it as an exercise for the reader and solve that problem now. So, cool. Question mark is optional chaining. If the value doesn't exist, it ignores it. So, yeah, fun times. Make the hero detail component. Okay, so this is going to become actually it's probably going to become app hero detail, I think. Yeah, it's app hero detail. Yep, and then this gets yanked out. And put in here, but wrapped in ngIf hero. And then from the last tutorial that I know that I can do hero equals selected hero, like that, and then we'll have to define an, yep, have to define an input. I cannot type today. Like that, and now add input to this and define an input. And that's it. Oh wait, I have too many ngIfs. And then I can replace selected hero with hero. Right. Forgot to call the decorator. And we're back to where we were. Yep, we're back to where we were. Cool. property bindings. Yes. Okay. Add services. Okay. So there's the base service. Now we're going to pull in the mock hero data. So let's do this. There. Now we have our data, and then what am I doing? There. Okay. So now it discusses dependency injection, which is fine. I read all this earlier. Dependency injection is passing arguments. Basically, it's a fancy way of passing arguments. So now we're going to update the heroes component to import the hero service and probably remove this. Like that. And now heroes is going to be a call to, okay, we'll add a constructor. Okay, and that does the dependency injection for us because Angular is cool. We like that. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this a tutorial way, but really we could just call we could just do that, and we're back where we left off. but we'll just redefine this as a list of hero. And then do what they suggest. So cool. Now we need to use the ng on init call, which is, I think, similar to mounted in Vue.js. That's similar to changed. Okay. This only applies to template-bound inputs. Interesting. This is probably closer to mounted, but we'll do what the tutorial says. Mounted, for reference, I'm primarily a Vue.js developer, and oh, they've changed things. I'm used to this syntax, which mounted runs after the DOM nodes have been rendered. There's no probably no direct correlation on ng on init is probably, it's either created or mounted or somewhere in between. So there. That's that. Now we are back to not working again. Property heroes has no initializer and is not. Oh. Okay. Why is it? Oh. So let's rerun the server because it seems to have crashed. There we go. Yeah. Now we're back to where we started. And Firefox dev tools are wonderful, giving us Webpack things and all sorts of fun. Observable data, okay. This hero service, okay, yeah. Real application makes asynchronous calls, yes, yes, of course. So now here's how, oh, RxJS, okay. Can we not just use fetch? Okay. So what is it? What is this? Synchronous message signature, which implies that the hero service can fetch heroes synchronously. The heroes component consumes the get heroes result as if it could be yes. Right, because we're just using mock data. Yes, now we're using that, and I just said that. If get heroes can't return data immediately, it shouldn't be synchronous because that would block the browser as it waits to return data. Hero service that get heroes must be asynchronous signature of some kind. In this tutorial, hero service that get heroes returns an observable, so Angular's http.get method can fetch heroes and have http get return an observable. Observable is one of the key classes of RxJS. In the tutorial on HTTP, you can see how HTTP client returns. Okay. Why is it mentioning this now? We don't need this necessarily now, but fine. Plus, I could just use fetch. Okay. Okay, so is this a way to unwrap is this a way to unwrap a asynchronous call? That doesn't help. Let's look at observables. Okay. All right. Next time we'll pick up with observables.